And we are live, guys. Welcome back. Good to be here. Smash that like and subscribe button. We have an emergency spice stream on our hands here. In the last few hours, Bitcoin has been climbing. And just in the last maybe 5 minutes, we've seen price break out and trade to the level that we have been waiting for. That's right. We have been waiting on this very important price point, and we can divine this. We can see this. Ooh, almost dropped something on my crotch. On the quarterly time frame here. This might be a familiar sight for the people out there who have been following our channel for the last few months. We have seen quite a quarterly candle trade all the way down, basically back to 2021's lows. This quarter was no exception. It spent most of the time down in these murky, ugly, scary price points, and with 4 days to go before Q2 opens, we have seen something that we have, honestly, I don't want to say we've called it, but we've been waiting for it. We've been looking for it to play out, and it seems as if that is right on time. We have some important price points here. 46.2. Since we went live, I guess actually we've traded back below it, but we have broken 46.2, and this is an extremely important level. We can see this right here. That was Q1's close. Retaking this level, we have seen the quarterly flip back to green after all this pain, after all this red. 4 days left. Bitcoin only needs to close above 46.2. And it's going to be looking like a totally different picture. Use your game theory here. We saw this happen in February. Now we're seeing it again in March. In February, we had the same setup. We traded down to our lows. We set a slightly higher low versus January. And in the last few days, in the last few hours of February, we saw a rally into the monthly close, flipping what was a very bearish monthly close to a considerably more bullish monthly close. The same setup is happening again here in March. This is wild. Wild. Almost every day of this month, if you would have asked someone, is the price looking good? Are things bearish or bullish? You would have looked at this monthly candle and said, we have a bearish engulfed monthly. Things are looking really ugly. There isn't really a lot of excitement. It's mostly sideways trading. And here we go. In the last week, just like February, price has hinted towards one direction for a long period of time, and in the last seconds pulled back up. It happened again. It happened again. For anyone paying attention, this is important. It's important that price stayed low, and then in the last minutes starts moving up. So what are our other important price points? We passed this earlier this week, only days ago, at 43.8. That invalidated the bearish engulfing on the quarterly. Since that happened, if we zoom to the daily, you can see price has gained a new vibe, gained a new energy. Closing a daily above that quarterly engulf on the 24th, we have seen nothing but green, all the way to 46.1. If you're a patron, congrats if you took this trade. This took forever to play out, but we were looking to go from that 38.5 to the quarterly engulf or 2022 open, and that's a trade for the books. 18.2% take. Well done. Let's see. We had 43.2 was our March flip. Does it make sense when I explain it? It's hard to put into words. It's like a fractal of time. We've seen a pattern play out, and what's interesting is we actually had this happen at another time back here last year on the lows. We had everything depressed, everything pushed down. Our bigger time frames looked really ugly, and in the last moments of July, in the last moments of what, Q2, we saw price flip and change its energy. It went from very bearish, and within a very small period of time, that price did a 180, moved back up. We're seeing it again here. I'm getting a little excited. I don't know if it's because we haven't had any excitement, or if it's because we're actually rolling. But on the weekly time frame, this was our canary in the mine. This was our tip-off last year. We saw momentum on our MACD begin to wane despite our other time frames not looking hot. The weekly... Ooh, nice. Woohoo! Woohoo! Whoa, I didn't even know that. So we saw the weekly wane off, selling momentum for 8 weeks. This year, we have had 7 weeks of waning selling momentum, and now this is news to me. The weekly is actually flipped on the MACD into buying momentum. This lines up pretty cool as we are looking here with 3 hours to go. We are looking to close this weekly candle above the 20 weekly. This is essentially the moving average, the bar for a bullish or bearish market. If you look back at the price of Bitcoin, when it spends time above the 20, it tends to be in a rally. And when it spends time below the 20, it tends to be in a sell-off. Closing here, retaking the 20, could be an extremely optimistic look for April. This is what's exciting. The 50 weekly as well, right here, we're seeing that price interact with the market in the moment as we saw. Let's zoom in really quick. Price traded up to 46.6 before finding some sellers. So here's the danger. We have 3 hours to go. We need to see Bitcoin hold. We do not want to ideally close back below the 20 and the 50 weekly. And in an even worse scenario, we don't want to see heavy sellers come in. So what we really, really want to be rooting for is for a strong finish to this weekly. For a strong 3 more hours. I would like to see price close even higher, maybe put a gap, a little safety gap above that 20 and 50. If we do, I can see in the next week coming a back test of the 20 and 50 area right around here at 46-ish. And then hopefully support holds and we continue to the upside. If you guys have been watching the charts, I know it's been hard. You'll notice that price has not given, the market has not given participants re-entry into this chart since the low. Check this out. Let's put it on the 4 hour. No re-entry. This is characteristic of Bitcoin when it is parabolic. That I can say with complete confidence, complete genuine intention there. We see the lows continuously come up. We were watching for this flat-topped pattern to paint at 45K. That pattern has painted, and you can see the reaction here on the market. Just check this out. Let's get rid of some of these. Back test that. Very nice, very nice. Let's put this on the chart. What, like 45 on the nose? There it is. Look at how price has interacted. We had our low here in January, February. We tested 45K. We rejected with a higher low again. Came back up to test that 45. That began giving us this idea of a flat-topped pattern with ascending lows. We had our first confirmed higher low and what is essentially a double top or a flat top pattern that we were looking for. Price came for another higher low, another higher low, another higher low, and now we're just doing this parabolic kind of bouncing. We flattened out at 45K, and today, in the last hour, look at how price responded to this. Rejected from 45, boom, straight up. This is a parabolic climb, by all means. Does that mean we can't come down, test 45 again as support? We actually might expect that as technical analysts. Typically, when we have a heavy resistance area that's tested over and over, weakened over and over, we expect price to come back and test it as support. Does that have to happen here? The answer is no. The probability would side with yes. But when we do see these parabolic runs, when we see Bitcoin on full Bitcoin steroids, it tends to skip these back tests. This is the danger of a parabolic run, is we see this price action where buys are not allowed back in the market. And so the danger is you wait for a back test, it doesn't come, or you wait too long, you buy in, and then that's when the parabola breaks and you end up buying a top. This has been a hell of a ride. A hell of a ride. 8 weeks of waning momentum, 8 weeks of increasing selling momentum. And here we go into the monthly close. This is, it's just remarkable. It's remarkable. 46.2. That's the number to watch. That's what we're watching here. This quarterly candle looking very thin. Very, very thin. This by itself would be meaningless. I wouldn't really put a lot of weight on just a quarterly close like this. But when you have 2 months of the market at maybe the lowest sentiment levels, sustained lowest sentiment levels it's ever seen, when we've seen nothing but bearish talk in all of 2022, to see Q1 potentially wrap up bullish, that speaks to me. Of course, I'd like to see a little ground added to this area. I'd like to see this close greener, maybe closer to the top wick here. That's at about 48. If we could close March at 48, not only have we flipped from red to green, we actually will close a very bullish candle at 48 if it happens. That would be a bullish hammer, and that would be described basically by a no or small wick on our top of our candle with a green body and a large bottom wick. That would be a hammer, and we have the potential here. We have the potential here. Actually, I have a really curious idea here. Let's look at CME. CME closed on Friday at 44.6. Price now 46.120, 46.130. Here's what catches my eye. Let's take a peek back at our previous significant runs. This is going to give us a little insight here. Last year, 2021, we saw that ugly sell-off. CME closed on a green candle, and it opened to a gap. It opened to a gap, what, 33,000? And then we ran to a new all-time high. It was rejected. You know, it's all history. But here's the takeaway. CME opens to a gap on the last significant upside run. Let's look back again. This one you'll probably remember if you've been around in the space. Look at all this old stuff. Back here. This is a long time ago now. This was July of 2020. A lot of you may have not been trading, may have not been in crypto at that time. But if you were, you'll never forget the CME gap, boys, at 9,600. CME, market was not hot. Market was not confident. CME closed up. We had a gap, and we ran up eventually. Eventually, I'll admit that. Eventually. What's going on here? What is the similarity? Actually, here's another really good one. I forgot about this one. These are good examples, actually. I didn't plan this, but here we have another one. CME actually closed down, but the market, the new week, opened to a rally. So what pattern do we see here? We see that CME tends to close, open significantly higher, and that tends to be a tip-off. That the market is in an uptrend, that the market is moving higher. What's that doing? It's trapping out institutions, because CME is institutional. It's not retail. You and I don't trade there. It's trapping out institutional buyers at lower prices. It's punishing CME participants that have sold, waited for lower, and we can see that this happens pretty consistently when we get real moves. We have one at 9,600. We have a gap at 18,000. We have an unfilled gap down here. It looks like 23.7. This gap did get filled, didn't it? Did the CME gap get perfectly filled? It actually is probably like $5 from being filled, but same thing, same idea here is when we get these big run-ups, it tends to be when CME has closed, is not trading, and then opens to a higher price. That logically makes sense as stop orders, long stop orders or whatnot on institutions. The market opens higher. Those are all triggered, and it can create a cascading effect. All right, here we go. We got an hourly close. This really wasn't what I was looking for, but with virtually 3 hours left, I'm not really worried. I was hoping to close above our quarterly flip number here. We did not. Dang, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. little consolidation below resistance. I'll take that over. I'll take that versus consolidation above resistance, which technically or usually is a sign of weakness on Bitcoin. 5 minute, not loving what I'm seeing on the 5 actually. Let's hope some other time frames. 15 minute actually looking good. There we go. Needs more up. Needs more up. There we go. 30 minute. This is what we like to see on the 30 minute time frame. We have the bouncing. Momentum moves up to a high, pulls back, moves up to a higher high. What we want to see is this continue out on the 30. That will create a defined uptrend on the 30 minute. And what we would like to see now as we zoom out more, yep, there it is on the 45, is the same thing. My computer's acting very strange. On the hourly, we see it as well. This is a beautiful uptrend. Our lows are coming up on Market Cipher here on our momentum oscillator. Our highs are coming up. And I like that as we're zooming out, this is becoming apparent. When we were really zoomed in, we didn't have it as much, but I like that the higher time frames here are showing us, are building our confidence. Ooh, excuse me. Building our confidence in this rally. Let's go to the 2. Don't forget, guys, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. This is an emergency spice stream. We don't do these often. But when we do, you better believe they're spicy. You're going to want to have your notifications enabled on YouTube or else you're going to miss these. Smash that bell. The 2 hour, beautiful here. We're seeing, I'll call this a decision point here. This is virtually a double top. We have 2 swing highs in momentum with a very, very weak swing low in between. So we can either see this double top come back down. We do have a lot of ground below. That could be the route to say the 45K test. We take that, or we see that momentum continue moving up. Oh, I'm on the 14,000. Wait, is this the daily time frame? I just dropped my vape. That's the second time I've smashed that over. This is weird. So I thought I was on the 2 hour, but this is actually 1,420 minute. I don't know how I got here. What's interesting to me is the 1 day. One day is 1,440 minutes. So what's catching my eye here is the difference between 1 day and 23 hours 40 minutes. So we can see a distinct difference here. The daily, our momentum is very much up. VWAP is still up. Money flow is trending up. But when we subtract 20 minutes from it, we see this kind of double topping potential. That's weird. Or something strange is going on with my my trading view. I don't know. That is some strength on the hour. Let's go. Here's where I'm looking. 45 for support. We broke it. We could come back to test it. But what I'd love to see, because like we said, we have 3 days left in April, right? 3 days. We want to see April close above 46.2. That is going to be such a bullish sign. We can close lower. Things aren't doomy, but we don't have that awesome setup. We don't have the beautiful quarterly setup that we do if we can reclaim 46.2. Wow. 4 days, 3 hours. Looking for a slightly lower low here, probably. Let's do some really low time frame TA. 45.4. Man, what savagery? What savagery? How many people were looking for shorts? It's still pants season. It's not quite spring. Or it is spring technically, isn't it? Yes, it is. On the daily, we see a new high on our MACD. We're still searching to break through March's high, eventually February's high. But that's a nice clean uptrend on our MACD for the daily time frame. Market Cipher is beasting on the day, showing really no weakness whatsoever. What was our last money flow high? On the daily, money flow has not been positive since last year, early December. It began to move in a positive direction March 18th. It has not set a higher high in momentum, let's see, since February. Man, this is actually a pretty beastly high. Daily momentum has not been this high since pre-May 2021's crash, or swing low, we'll call it crash. This is the first time we're seeing real significant momentum like we saw in the run-up into 2021. This is very exciting. This is very exciting. Please give us a good close. Please do not get sold off. Please do not get sold off. Just keep going, buddy. Just keep rolling. Ooh, I know what we need to look at. I know what we need. I didn't catch this. March 24th, we got a cross up on the Ichimoku cloud above the clouds. That's the most bullish daily signal the Ichimoku cloud indicator is capable of giving us. Since then, 1, 2, 3 candles with our higher high here. That's going to be a good signal. That's a good clean signal from Ichimoku. Let's check our weekly because I know that was giving us some signs. The weekly searching for 51. Do I think we're going to close above 51 this week? Probably not. That would be great, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. This can be a slow climb, and there's nothing wrong with that. But once we do start putting weekly closes above 51,000, we'll call it, we're going to be looking for the same signal on the weekly. We got it back in October last year. That did lead us to a new all-time high. Let's get it done, right? Let's just get it done. Definitely watch out for resistance, as we've been talking about, from the 48 to 52 area. If you're looking to hedge your long, looking to hedge your spot, I think 48 to 52 is a spot at least I'm going to be looking for. You guys remember last year I made the same play at 48.8. I opened a short in August. I closed it in December. I'm probably going to look to make that exact same hedge again. I do believe that it is going to look to set a new all-time high. However, that doesn't mean you can't play smart. Doesn't mean you can't play both directions. Ooh, here we go, buddy. Whoa, my computer's acting very strange today. I don't know, man. Nope. Our little tip-off last month when we closed a green candle after trading below the monthly Kaijun, closed above the Kaijun. The monthly is also suggesting that 49 level. 48 to 52, everything on the high time frames points to that price. We see that here. Regaining the TK, this green line on the monthly, puts us back in an uptrend. If we look back, we can see pretty much when the monthly is above the TK, the green line, price trends up. When it trades below, it gets a little sketchy. It closed above again in July, put a new all-time high, came back in. So far, the Kaijun really acting as support throughout this entire run. Pretty interesting. The last time Bitcoin closed a monthly below the Kaijun, man, March 2020. You see, prices seems to be like afraid of the Kaijun. It gets close, it trades below, but it does not settle below. It moves back up. I love to see it. The same is true on the quarterly. Look at this interaction. Look at how precise it is. That 35,000 level. Price was below it? Nope. Price was below it? Nope. Refuses to close below, and we can see in this quarterly price traded down again. Spent some time below both these lines. Things were very sketchy. And with 5 days left, it began to run up. That daily cross is beautiful. Beautiful. That's big. I should make a clickbait video. If this weekly closes here, I'm going to make a clickbait video about like this signal calling the rally. Momentum on the weekly being positive. Last time that was true. Last time we saw this same thing was August. Right here. Get rid of that. Last time this was true was right here in August. So these are possibly the same signals going on. But how much did price rally after that? 53%. Well, that'd be miserable. Wouldn't it be miserable if we just went up to like 71 and came back down? I would I'd be pissed. But if we apply that same gain that we saw on the weekly in August of last year, that would give us 71. That's not personally a target of mine. I'm not looking to sell at 71. That would be maddening, though. God, please no. Crypto gods, please no. Don't do this. This would be so annoying. See like 71 and then like come back down to maybe like 50. Make that flat top. That'd be beautiful. How bad would bears be like, I called it again. I called it again. If we like got rejected from 71. Please don't let that happen, universe. Let's check back in on the low. I'm liking what I'm seeing here, guys. This is like the takeaway. Price is traded above the 20 and the 50 weeklies. Those are our big inflection points. The hourly has not closed. We have not seen the weekly close above yet. We have 2 more hours. But what we aren't seeing, this is what I was afraid of back in 2021 at 48K. I'm afraid of it again. What I don't want to see is this. You've seen it before, where a price just gets melted down after hitting a price point. We've actually seen that a lot. I've actually seen that a lot lately with these swing highs, right? What I like is there is no immediate reaction. We didn't see price nuke from the 20 or 50s. In fact, it's holding pretty strongly here. Holding pretty strongly at 46K. I think we need to look at leverage positions open interest. Let's take a peek here. Not what I wanted to see, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Funding rates, while they are relatively neutral, we do have, looks like DYDX and FTX are getting a little zealous on the longs. We do have some predicted long funding here. What I was hoping for is to see very deep green negative funding. I would like to see short positions opening faster than long positions at this point. That basically gives us more fuel to run to the upside. But at the same time, we don't see heavy long funding really anywhere but DYDX, BitMEX, Binance, Bitfinex, Deribit, BitGet, Huobi, all negative or neutral. So the market isn't overheated here on longs. It doesn't have that beautiful short funding that I was hoping for, but it is also not necessary. We do use funding rate as a great indicator for price action. However, it's important to note that funding tends to be negative at swing lows when swing highs are coming, but on the run-ups, like if you look on the run-up at 20K, you're going to see funding can get very positive while Bitcoin is running to the upside. So we really aren't in either situation here. Funding is pretty neutral. Maybe leaning a little bearish as it's been more negative lately. Let's look at something no one else is looking at. Where did it go? Let's look at this. Now, this is just Bitfinex longs, but what we're seeing are longs closing. This is good. It's counterintuitive, but we want to see longs close as hard as possible, because if they close here, they can't close higher. The higher a long closes, the more downward pressure it puts on the market while it closes. A long is essentially borrowing Bitcoin and selling it later. So the higher it sells, the more pressure, etc. We want to see longs continue to trend down, and we want to see shorts, as we see them here, potentially beginning to bottom out. We want to see shorts pick back up. That's what we want. We want longs to close. We want shorts to open. And what can we get then? Let's see. November. Nice and high. They began closing. Where's like January 21? Where are you? November 2020. Yeah, it began climbing. We want to see that long to short ratio continue to climb up. That's going to prime the market, at least from a derivative point, for further upside. Is that directly relevant to spot? That's up to you to decide. I think so. Because, as say I'm a big whale, I can buy spot and I can sell a 1x short, essentially making myself net neutral. So in the grander scheme of things, derivatives do have an impact on the market, as it's how really big players can find liquidity when they don't have sufficient liquidity or sufficient risk management, or looking to be risk off. They can do so by derivatives. We've done plays like that here. Potentially flagging out. When this happened, just minutes ago I said we're looking for a slightly lower low. That slightly lower low on the 5-minute could be in. That's what I like to see. A pullback, lower high, slightly lower low. And you can do something like that. But break here, and maybe we're looking for a real retracement down to 45. Really anything can happen. Keep going. Just keep going. Things are looking good, guys. Things are looking good. Let's look at this weekly. God, I love it. I love it. This will be the highest weekly close since January. No, it'll be the highest with pretty high confidence I can say here, even if it sells off to 45, whatever. This is looking this week to be the highest close in this entire year on the weekly time frame. January started with a sell-off. First week of January closed at 42K. The next highest close was at 43. Now with pretty high confidence, we can say, well, we don't know if we're going to go to the moon, but we're pretty confident in the next 2 hours that we'll see somewhere between price now and 45K. This is looking to be the highest close. Even if it sells off below 45K, it would have to go lower than 43. I don't see that happening, personally. I think it's finally time. Finally time. 52.1, let's get that golden pocket retrace. After all this time. Wow, has this been such a slow year. Of course, it is not likely to play out like this arrow. We could see a trade back down in the weeks to come. Q2 could start off droopy before moving back up. 52.1, I think as early as 48.8 is where I'm going to be looking to open my hedge position personally. Not financial advice. You got to make your own decisions. What's right for you? Wow, it just got freezing in this room. What the? Giraffe. Wow, I don't like that. That's a bad omen. It's not a good omen. All that price action. No. All that price action in a 15-minute candle. Actually, it was 10 minutes, basically. Beautiful, though. Let's just call it 45. Boom. Let's put a flat top. Couldn't have asked for anything better, to be honest. Couldn't. Here's what we're looking at. I'm hoping we're flagging out here. Our higher time frames are finally looking good. Could look something like this. We can even say, all right, let's look at our retracement. Let's look for a 0.5 to 618, as we always do. Right on point. Could be like this. I will leave the label on. Something like this. There we go. There we go. Something like that to flag out. Could take that. But as we said earlier, when Bitcoin is parabolic, it does not care about back tests. And that is honestly the behavior we've seen from the market now for quite some time. Quite some time. Only higher lows. This is what I like. This is what I like to see. Our high trend was acting as resistance here from our 65K high to September's high. We follow that blue line all the way down, and what do we see? We see some pain. This was savage. 1, 2, 3 fake breaks. Our fourth break finally pulled back. Back tested that blue trend line as support, and now we've seen this parabolic vibe. That parabolic vibe very evident, very clearly related to the backtest here holding on this major trend line. As soon as it got it, it began no longer retracing. Higher lows, higher lows, higher highs. Here we go. I dig it. I dig it. I'm getting yelled at. Dinner's ready. You can't plan these emergency streams. This is the price action I'm looking for here. We actually have more time than I thought him to close. Rico. Shoot. Check liquidations? Sure, I already have it open. How you doing, Rico, my friend? Check buy B. Wait, with the liquidations. You can go to Queenalize. Yeah, we have 500 viewing. It's good to see the energy back in the market. That's right, fam. Back in the market. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Please smash that like button. Let's get 420 likes. Don't forget to subscribe. Enable notifications with that bell. We're live here when the spice hits and multiple times a week, giving you the cutting edge of technical analysis, news, crypto, whatever. Just subscribe. Jump in the Discord. Good to have energy back. So Rico wants to look at... Man, I haven't used this site too much. I think I have once or twice. Ethereum Tether. What? Look at Bybit on here. Exchange. Let's just go to Bybit. There's... Is Bybit even on here? There it is. Market type. What? Rico, you gotta send me links with this. Like, I can't even find liquidations. Can't even find them. Give me a sec. Check Bybit with the liquidations and OI indicators. Rico, I don't know what you're talking about. Bybit indicator. I don't see any indicators here, brother. I'm also not logged in. I don't think I have an account. I think we'll just leave it on the chart. Whoa. I'm going to ask Rico in Discord to just link me it. We'll pull it up. Let's go. Here we are. 2.5 hours till close. Huh. I think this is what we see. 0.5, 618, either or. We have the daily close in 2.5 hours right here. I think we consolidate, dick around, and then hopefully into today's close, though it doesn't have to be because we have 2-3 more days left in the month. This is the target. Close above 46.2 by here. This is it. By April. Can we do it, fam? That's all we need. What will happen in here? I don't know. 48K, of course, will be more ideal as it'll give us a bullish hammer on the weekly time frame. Ah, man. Good stuff. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. emergency spice stream. Love it. I love the emergency spice streams. It's been forever, man. Total market cap looking to close above 2 trillion. 2 trill. Market cap, a little higher bar here. Total market cap, in order to flip green, has to move 2.2 trillion. About 7.5% higher. I can see that happening. It's a very different look, though. Yeah, like the total on our quarterly is very different. We have a very different vibe than Bitcoin. These are definitely ascending. It's really no argument there versus Bitcoin, where it's a lot more sideways, a lot closer. Total needs to close above 2 trillion. 2 trillion this month to hold that previous open on the quarterly. I think that's possible. 1.96 trillion. Well, we got that slightly lower low, and maybe we're not getting the bull flag. Maybe that's it. Maybe the parabola. Man, if this breaks here, this is very parabolic. Super. 46,621. Can we do it? Can we do it, fam? Ooh, something tells me this Bitcoin 2022 conference is gonna be spicy. Typically, in the previous years, we've seen Bitcoin dump. April of last year. March, April 2020. 2019 actually was the last time that Bitcoin ran in April, at least to my memory. And you'll never believe what day it was. April 1st, April Fool's Day. Will we get another April Fool's rally this year? I'm hoping so. Using Dove in the Bybit perp chart. There, Bybit perp. I don't know what. The Bybit perp on here, Bybit perp. The Bybit perp chart. $5 million. 5 million. I don't know. FTX getting its longs liquidated. Sure. Wow. 99% short licks, 90% short licks, 99% short licks. Somehow FTX managing to get liquidated on their longs. I don't know. All right. Lower high. Back testing. 46.2. 5 minute is looking for more. Wow. This may not be over today. We were looking at this earlier on the 15, and our momentum wasn't quite high enough. Thank you, Rico. Let's go Bybit, buddy. Woo! 5 minute was not having it. 5 minutes looking good, 15 minute looked good, and now it broke out. Let's go. Next target. Let's go. 48. Are we going to see 48 before this close? Beautiful quarterly. This is what we're waiting for. This is what we're hoping for. This is our Q1 high. And it's not opening. My computer's acting so freaking weird today. It is a bad day for that. Q1. Up here, we have a nice hammer candle on the quarterly. Technically still bullish anywhere in between these price points. All right, broke the high. 50-minute pulled up. 30 minutes still looking solid. Still looking solid. Poor bears. I'll never understand people who are permanently bearish on Bitcoin. I'll just never get it. Why? It's just so easy. You buy spot and you do nothing. You wait long enough and usually you're pretty well off. But they choose not to. They choose not to. All right. For Rico, indicators. OI. Open interest dumped. That's probably what Rico was looking at. On Bybit, 100 million in open interest closed on that long. And I'm going to go ahead and say Rico is onto something there. You want open interest low, at least historically. So this is a great setup. Probably what he was hinting at. This is a great setup. You want open interest to be moving down. I don't really know why, but historically, open interest being high has led to dumps. So price climbing up with open interest moving down. Very healthy for the market. Very healthy for the market. Let's check out the day. Not very interesting. That 1 hour is the interesting part. Buy, sell volume. Buy bit. Already traded up to almost 47. 46.8. Actually following spot really closely. It's not gonna lie, that's a pretty nice back test of 46.2. Like you moved above it, you came back. This is on the 5 minutes, so let's not go crazy. 1 minute says that you need to push higher to sustain this trend you're on. And the 5 minutes says happy to oblige. Jeez. I'm hungry, but I'm also spicy. I don't know if I can go eat. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry, bears. All you had to do was hold. Probably some new eyes here. If there are, welcome. It's good to have you. Make sure to like and subscribe. On this channel, I don't know, were we ever bearish? Not in the last 2 years. I remember early 2021, people being bearish after January's high, and we said, no, that's crazy. May, June, July last year, everyone was bearish. We said, no, that's crazy. People got bearish again this year. Same opinion. Same opinion. I don't believe Bitcoin has topped out at 69,000. I still don't. I don't know why people think it has. It's scary. It's boring. That's probably why. Well, these are not happening, it seems. Womp. That's a perfect little 618. Man, that would have been nice. Actually, let's just redraw it. Lfg. This is pretty cool. So this is actually what we were looking for, this to the 618. But instead, we got our slightly lower low. Bounced up. And then got our 618 at the back test of 46.2. That's pretty spicy. That's about as spicy as she gets. These lows are not letting buys back in. Gotta be careful here. Gotta be careful. Let's pull up CoinGecko. What's moving? Hot Solo up 34% on the day. Zaquilla. ZIL. 30% VeChain. 17% Filecoin 15. We are seeing this market pull up like a plane that was crashing and the pilot's pulling back on the steering thingamajigger. Back up. 135% gain on ZIL for the last 7 days, and almost all of that in the last 24 hours. Despite it saying only a 30% 24-hour gain, that's not exactly true. What else is up? What is up in this moment? Nothing super interesting. A little bit of a breakout on what Bybit's Bit, HBTC, Harmony 1. Stellar. QNT actually looking like a breakout's coming too. I have no idea what's on this chart. All right. QNT never really made it back to 82.70. Now moving back to its high at 160 back in that pocket. You see a break? Ooh, that is nice. Money flow pop back to positive. That is a huge high swing in momentum. I think it's looking for a deeper retracement. Josh for the EGLD. Just say no, brother. I'm not really doing the requests today, but I'll check in on your EGLD. I'll check in on it. Because I have a feeling our trade was good. There we go. This was made for Sir Josh all the way back here. All the way back in February. Looking good, man. Looking good. Trading at 193, hasn't broken that high, but when it does... Ooh, buddy. Ooh, buddy. There you go. EGLD is up on the screen for Josh. That's right. I like it. I like it. I own very little EGLD, but I own some. Dude. This trade might even be able to go to 270. We might see this. Retest that high. You break 270. Things can get spicy, man. This daily setup, these candles are beautiful. You have like maybe this fake out bearish engulfed daily off of resistance that just gets bought back up. Oof. I know Josh is happy. I know Josh is happy. That's right. That's weird. Why is this not where it was? Did I move that? No, I don't know. It's like the data recalculated. Oh, this is what it's like. Let's go. All right. I like the idea of this. I like the idea of this trade, but I feel way more comfortable with something like this. Fingers crossed. Biggest takeaway here, though. I'm going to keep drilling it in. This is the biggest takeaway. The 20 and the 50 weekly moving averages right now. We are trading above them. In 2 hours and 15 minutes, we potentially may see the first close above these moving averages in a very long time. I just got a breakout alert on Ethereum. This market is hot right now. Holy. I'm sure our Ethereum trade is closed now. Let's get rid of some of these lines. It's not closed yet, but it is looking to close. Ethereum broke just now. It's February 10th high. Following Bitcoin, it seems. Breaking to a new, what is this? Not a 2022 high yet. That's what's interesting, is like Bitcoin is looking for a 2022 high. Currently trading above pretty much every price every day for this entire year. Ethereum has a little bit more to go, so you can interpret that two ways. Is Ethereum being sluggish? Maybe. Or does Ethereum just have a little more upside to make up here if we are going to take off and things are looking pretty dang good? I would honestly, either way, it doesn't really matter. Nice Ethereum candle up to 3,300. Our trade, this was placed live in stream here. This is why you want to subscribe and follow along, catch our lives, because we set these up. They're not financial advice, but they are ideas. Our trade's looking good. Looking to close at 3,437 for a 42% take. A 3-to-1. Risk to reward. Didn't even get close to the stop. Didn't even get close to our stop. We actually, in like all fairness, we actually made this trade earlier in January back here. And price almost closed it in February. That was true of our Bitcoin trade as well, before falling back down, but it never got close to our stop. Do I have an alert set here? In stream trade win. Okay. Let's check on this. I like it. I like it. Let's actually look at our 20 and 50 on the weeklies here. Ethereum, yep, pushing up to that weekly January. $20 and $50. So Ethereum still has yet to test its 20 weekly. That's sitting at pretty much where our trade close is now, at that weekly resistance. 33s, something, a little bit higher. But it is looking to close above the 50. So I can say Ethereum is, it's just a little lagging right now. That isn't the end of the world, as it really didn't lag the entire run up, right? It was very much ahead of the game on the entire run up. To see a lag here a little bit is not the end of the world. I'd like to see it close above the 20 weekly. There's still enough time with 2 hours. That's not a big price to close for Ethereum. Not when the market's like this. Not when we're seeing just this crazy bullishness back to the 20 and 50. God, please just don't sell off into this close, please. Please keep it up. And the low time frames, the mid time frames, they're looking pretty good. They're not really showing weakness on this approach. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I believe CME will open trading in like, what, 10 minutes? But with daylight savings, maybe it's actually an hour and 10 minutes from now? That's a good question. I'm not sure. We do see open interest on Bybit recovering. Don't love that. I'd like to see that stay down. But I'm loving this, man. You've got your little pullback below resistance. Got a back test of it. Now you're trading sideways. This does have a potential to paint a pretty ugly pattern. I can admit that. But I would like to see something like this. That consolidation could take place down here as well. And the initial high could be our flat top. Basically, as long as we're in, sideways channel, or better, things are looking solid. There we go. Let's rock and roll. I did not plan on streaming, not really feeling good, but when the spice goes, the spice goes. I mean, you know how it is. You don't say no to the corn when it calls. That's right. Something tells me we're gonna get an April Fool's rally again. I just have this hunch. I can go back and find the tweet, but literally in 2019, I called the rally on April 1st. I said, there's a tweet somewhere, I'll find it. I said Bitcoin will run basically like on April Fool's because no one will believe it. It's the perfect day. It's the one day of the year where if someone came up to you and was like, oh my God, Bitcoin went crazy, you'd be like, haha, that guy got me, buddy, good one. It's like the least believable rally day, and thus my game theory leads me to believe it's the most probable. We saw in 2019, Aprils have been pretty bearish since. Maybe it's time. If we get the close here on the quarterly, on the monthly, that's pretty good evidence that we're going to see a very strong April. Let's go. We need some pump music. Oh yeah. It's time. It's time. Let's go. Let's go. Just hold this for a little bit. You're all right. No matter how many. They will fall as well. Death of Olympus means the death of us all. Then prepare for your death, Poseidon. That's right, Poseidon. Mortal, the god of Olympus. Heavy drops. It's true. True warriors do not hide. I need to eat, but I don't want to look away from the spice. Welcome to everyone who subscribed today. And welcome to everyone who will. Oh. Make sure to join us on our live streams every day, right here. I don't see selling pressure. Where's the selling pressure? Mortal, the god of Olympus. For the last time. There we go. There we are. And face me. Oh, all right. I think we're going to go all the way to close today. We'll see. But in the meantime, I got to get food. The Legacy Arts has subscribed. My man. Welcome. Good vibes. Good vibes here. I need to get food. Don't go anywhere. Stay here. Keep the tab open. Smash the likes. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna grab some food. Dinner's done. But we're gonna probably be here until the weekly closes because this is spicy as hell. It hasn't been spicy in forever. Finally, the spice is back. The timing is too good to be true. Sometimes that's exactly when it is good, though. That's right. I'm gonna add some more alerts so I know. If I need to come back in a rush, you guys have got all the tools. Don't go anywhere. It's dinner time. Stay tuned. I'll be back. Alright, scarf down some food. Got my water. We only lost 150 viewers. They'll be back. You'll be back. Alright. I think I'm gonna mix me up a little drink. Pamp it. Yeah, that's right. Pamp it. We'll take a look at the dollar here in a second. I think it's mix up a drink time. What do you think? Cheers. Ooh. Notice the higher lows. DGB, that's right, my boy. What is this draft? Holy. It's like the window's open. What is this? Huh. That's weird. I'm gonna mix this up off. Well, drink, a little cheers, everybody. Sure, it's early, but when in Rome. When in Rome. Cheers, fam. Hopefully this is the end of the boring and the start of the extremely exciting before inevitably super painful. So the part of the Bitcoin cycle we did not see is the parabolic run. We see a little bit of the inkling of that here on the way up to this high, local high. But when it does come, it will be fast. And it will be merciless, and then it will be very painful for everyone. That's what we've seen in the past, at least. 2 hours to go, the weekly's looking great. 5 minutes are right where we left it, pretty much. Got the tunes bumping. We'll take a look at DGB. Oh, yeah. Looks like it held 1.6 cents. Let's get our fib tool out. Let's look at our weekly. That 618 looks ripe. Ripe for the picking. Little 5.2 to 7 cents. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Retook the 200, testing the 100. Ooh, we could have a little potential kissing going on here on the weekly. Let's mark that on our chart. If price can hold the 20 weekly here on DGB, that'd be 3 cents. If we see this start to trend up, even if it's a slow chop trend up, we'll get a bullish kissing on the weekly, and that will be a very, very nice sign. I have an idea. Holy. Last time DGB was trending up this hard was December 2017. All the way back here. That was the last time it was trending as hard as it is right now. That's pretty spicy. DGB doing things. Just hold on. An hour and 55 minutes. Just don't. Just hold it. Hold it. Hold all the line. Take a look at HOT. Hollow. Transparency, I do own some of this. I don't know why, actually. I haven't looked at it in maybe 6 months. Let's take a peek. This looks pretty clear. This looks pretty clear. You're over 0.006 cent resistance. 0.085 for the 200 daily at 8 cents. 8 cents is a great target here for Hollow. That's a great target. Look at the interaction here. I love this. Look at the way price interacts both with the horizontal price levels and our moving averages here. Price bounced from support. This is old support. Rejected, caught it, moved up, rejected off the 50. Gathered speed, broke through resistance and psychological 0.05 before back testing it, breaking up through the 100. What's next logically? Maybe a move to 8 cents, pull back to 6.3. I could see this. I could see that playing out. Hollow, though, still not quite as bullish as its peers. You can see that February high. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. Ignore me. More bullish than many of its peers. I love that interaction of the 20 with the horizontals, the 50 with the horizontals, the 100 with the horizontals. The logical next move to the 200, interact with your horizontal. Decent volume, not the greatest volume, decent volume today. On this rally, that's what we want to see. Definitely don't want to see a low volume rally. Catch. You are unprepared. 45.9 here for the 50, 45.475 for the 20. Can be done. It's actually a move of these. Let's go. Crack a beer. Crack a beer. Take a breath. It's going to be a spicy one. It's only going to get more spicy. Pull up a chair. Yeah. Three hours. Will the 2022 Open quarterly? It's not actually a quarterly in golf. It's a quarterly flip. I don't know why it says in golf. What was I doing? Quarterly flip 2022 Open at 46.2. Our 50 weekly at 45.9. And our 20 weekly at 45.5. We are set up for an unprecedented weekly close if we can hold these levels. We have an hour and 51 minutes to go. Let's start a poll. We're going to start a poll. One second, hold on. There's the poll. Way oh way up. Oh way oh way oh way oh. Way oh way oh. Follow me on Twitter, guys. Tom Crown Crypto. Make sure you're subscribed and liked. Enable notifications. Get in the Discord. Because it's getting hot. Getting hot. Go ahead and participate in that poll I just threw up. Do you think we are closing above this week? Are we closing above the 2022 Open? Are we closing above the 50 weekly, 20 weekly? Or are we getting rejected? Hour and 49 minutes to go. We're going to find out. There we go. There we go. My vote, 2022 Open. 46.2, let's go. We got 3 days. So again, this weekly close, we want to close above these levels. But the most important factor, the most important element at play here is the quarterly close coming up in 3 days. 4 days? 3 days? 4 days? Whatever. We want to see 46.2, so it is possible. And it's possible and it's okay to see this weekly close lower as long as it gets back up above 46.2 before April 1st. Though, if we look back at price action recently, if we're going to follow this trend, we wouldn't expect to see that. We would not expect to see a trip back down. Our lows ascending, ascending, ascending. We back tested our major trend. And now we've gone parabolic, at least for the time being. We wouldn't expect a pullback. See? I think we're made of something. You guys are bringing up some points. We have Terra Luna, what's his name? Du Quan. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Buying a lot of Bitcoin. I believe they've acquired at least $1 billion now. On top of that, we have the Volcano bonds from El Salvador. They were supposed to have executed on the 15th. That might be their biggest regret not doing. Time will tell. But that's another 500 million. There's big dollars that are already pledged, dedicated to spot Bitcoin. Could this be front running? Yes, it could. Could this be directly a result of that? Yes, as well, it could be. In a liquid market, when you got big orders, this is what happens. You're made of something. What up, Representar Numero? Welcome. Thanks for subscribing, brother. Good to have you. Let's take a look at VeChain. At the better. The better. Been a while. Oh, our vet trade's still open. Yes. Very close to getting liquidated back in February. We're still looking for 10 cents. Price interacting with resistance here at 8. Dangerous resistance with that 20 weekly here. This is feast or famine, man. It's like you can reject from this resistance, things can get ugly. Maybe you hold 6 cents, but if you can blast through, You move up to that 50. That's right at our resistance. That's right where we're looking at TP on that trade. This is a close one. I'm liking the response though. We're looking at the 4-hour here. Not a huge selling pressure. These resistances seem really sapped of energy. They don't seem very dangerous. That's hardly a pullback at all. I think Vet's looking for 10 cents. Oh, who's not sleeping tonight? This guy, probably not sleeping. When it's spicy, it's spicy. When the spice comes out. I love it. What's up, bros and broettes? Let me take a peek at this chat. I haven't read any of the chat so far. I apologize. 71% think we're close and above. 46.2. I like it. I like it. Amit Gar. Tom, you were here 2 years ago when Bitcoin crossed 10K, brother. Shout out to you, my friend. It's not easy to stay. It's not easy to stay through the slow times, but we do. In fact, most of my streaming, we're coming up on 3 years here, has been through bear market. Not exciting. Very low hype, low energy, low growth. Got real spicy last year and then cooled off. And fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for picking it up again here. What's up, Sebastian? Mr. Ollie B. Cesar. Where's Luna? Someone said Luna. Where's Luna? All legs, no torso. All legs, brother. Krishna Kumar. Fear and Greed. Fear and Greed, I do believe, updates on the daily close. So we are unlikely to have a new reading. 1 hour, 42 minutes, yes, daily close. We'll see an update. This only updates once a day. It's neutral. Neutral isn't bullish or bearish. Don't listen to people who try to say otherwise. Yeah, I probably should pull up the Zill. I tweeted about it today. Might as well pull it up. Stopped out. Ooh, okay. Stopped out. Back in last year, November, we got stopped out at our support. Looks like it was the right play as it did reject from. It literally rejected from the support we were looking to stop our trade at. Fell to previous support. Lower high. You can see that clean descending channel. Falling wedge. We did have a stop hunt back in February, but you can see on the daily, Zill really did hold. It really held that horizontal support strongly. You can see it traded below each time it did. It was a slightly higher low before it broke out. And it does look like it's broke out on volume here. That was yesterday. That's weird. Oh well. Yesterday broke out. Closed above previous support. So closed above resistance. And in today's candle, not only did it set a higher high, traded higher up to like 12 cents, but it also backtested that 8 cents and is now looking to close as that nice green body top and bottom wick candle. And typically, that leads to a bullish continuation. On higher time frames, that candle style, that candle close, the top wick, bottom wick, healthy mid-green body. That's usually a continuation. Same goes in the other direction, though. What we call the Darth Maul candle. When the middle is red and you have a wick on the top like double blade lightsaber. Typically, that is continuation to the downside. So Zill looking not bad here at all. We're going to definitely want to see this close with a nice healthy green body. I definitely wouldn't want it to close below 10 cents. But so far, so good. That's a nice clean back test of 8.4 with a higher high. You've broken multiple highs. You've broken your downtrend. Let's see where we are on the weekly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's get rid of some of this. Is this a huge inverse head and shoulders? I don't know. Could be. I'm looking for 17 cents on ZIL. It's the next resistance. Daily looks primed. Weekly is looking to close above the 50, the 20, and the 100 for the first time in months. Oh, and the 200. This thing looks like a slingshot. This looks like a slingshot. Oh, weekly money flow. Look at this. This is power. Look at this. Money flow pulled into the negative. Boom. VWAP rockets up. Pulls that money flow back into the positive. Leaves the bears hanging. That's a beautiful weekly. Look at the weekly volume, too. It's not by any means the most volume ever. It's not record breaking. But if you compare it to all this chop, all of this bleed, it is significantly more volume. We saw that last in December 2020, but really puttered out, found a bottom, and bounced, man. ZIL. I remember someone was just telling me how they had like lost hope on ZIL. That's when these runs happen. That's when these runs happen. The minute you're like, all right, it's never gonna run. I'm bailing, probably like right here at 3 cents. And then boom, 2 weeks later, it's at like 12 cents. Rocket. When things are the hardest to hold is when they're the most valuable. That is a truth that I have learned. That is a truth in my world. Green Rocket Sparky. That's right, Billy. I don't know what you're saying, man, but right now I will agree with almost anything. Because everything's pumping. Let's go. Let's go. Like EOS. RFox. I don't know about RFox, Mr. Shane. The only one he's ever asked. I'm really avoiding looking at coins that like everybody else doesn't want to look at. Because it's spicy. I want to bore people. RFox following the rest of the market too. Really not a lot to be concerned about. Looks like it bottomed out around the same time, 15th of March. It is interesting that a lot of this market bottomed out the 15th of March. And the reason that that's interesting is because that's literally when El Salvador was supposed to do their volcano bonds. Like, they were supposed to. And then they're like, the market conditions are not favorable. And then they decided not to do them right here. This is when El Salvador said, no, we're going to wait. They're kind of doing the retail thing. They're like, nah, it's too low. We want to wait to buy higher for some reason. I don't know. Maybe that was a ploy, though. Maybe, like, they did buy, and they're just, like, lying. Who knows? I don't. What else is moving, boys and girls? Scale. What the heck, Scale? Jazz me. What about elephant money? What about elephant money? That's right. I don't know. What is elephant money? Martin, red dot for Bitcoin and F at the 15-minute time frame. Tell me close position. How close are you scalping, brother? Bitcoin has not put in a lower low really on any time frame since we kind of kicked off this bottom. This is a very dangerous time to trade. You had weeks and weeks and months to buy at 30s if you wanted it at 30. It was there. Now it's moved up to 46. We're like, geez, how far off our low are we actually? 41% off our low. But let's go from like 37 because that's really 25% off our low. It's like you gotta load. You gotta do your takeoff. You gotta build your speed like a plane for your takeoff. You gotta do that when the runway's flat. I'm not making a trade here. I may look to open that head short as I did last year. And I said I would do again this year, but if I'm live while it happens, I probably won't. At 48.8, but I would not touch trading right now. Touching trading right now is going to lead to two things. One, you're going to close a position at what is like the bottom, and you're going to watch it run like for the rest of the year, and you're going to hate yourself. Or we get meteor smashed, and you've bought like the local top, and everything falls down into doom. I wouldn't touch the trading right now. Would not. If you've DCA'd all through last year, congrats. Cheers to you. You're probably sitting pretty. What are my thoughts on Corgi coin? 1 million market cap, I wouldn't touch it. I no longer buy things with dogs in the name. Let's go. High's broken. 46.8. Woo! And back down. I like this, like, grab ass it's playing. Let's zoom into the 5. 5 minute actually looking pretty healthy. 5 minute looking for another move to the upside, I think. Higher low, higher high. Let's see what the 15 has to say. Ooh. 15 is the threat here, but 5 minutes says higher, man. 5 minutes says higher. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. All right, let's see if if we can connect our highs here, if we have a little trend line. Of course we do. Of course we do. Let's go. Let's go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. 47K, let's go. Oh, yeah. It's rare that I get to do so many tweets in one day. 47K, let's go. Upril. Trademark Lux Algo. It's Upril. Up only roll. Pump roll. It's still March though, so I guess we can't really call it Upril yet. Nice, we've had quite a few people subscribe today. Excellent, great to have you guys. You've made the right choice. Everything. 5 minute momentum showing some selling weakness, which is hard to believe as we're really moving rather rigidly to the upside. I don't love this pattern on the 5, but when we're bullish, man, these patterns don't really hold as much weight as they typically do. Oh, that's creepy. Look at this. That's creepy. Our high trend, our low trend, converge and cross directly at the close of this daily candle. That's creepy. I don't know what that means. It's just spooky. Look at that. That's spooky. Spooky Duke. I'm getting so many alerts. Holy. Look at all these alerts. Just alerts, alerts, alerts. Probably can't see it. I'm gonna have to like silence my phone. Shh. Shh. We're mooning. Shh. That's enough. Shh. Everything. Let's keep reading. Where's the chat? Can I look at EOS? Cryptodamus? Yeah, sure. Only because it's an OG thing to ask. So yeah. It's an OG thing to ask. Wow. As a coin, I'm not like a big fan of EOS. Man, EOS never got that bounce. This is a really old chart. Let's make a new one. Bum 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 bum. Dude, it's EOS is like one of the 2017 coins that just like haven't run. I think they're all gonna run at the same time. You guys know I am verbally an LTC fan, and a lot of the 2017 coins, XMR, Zcash, DGB, you name it. And I have a feeling they're all going to run together. I don't even know if I need to say anything. Shh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone our sweet alpha. Our sweet, sweet alpha. It's so sweet. It's the sweetest. On the month. The sweetest of alphas. It's like this week. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Following Bitcoin here on the weekly. I like what I'm seeing. Ooh. Only one thing I don't like about EOS. On the weekly, we have the 200 weekly literally right above, like just painted. And the reason I don't love that is because it's so low. 412. This would be a great jump out if you want to get out of a position. This is probably where I'd be aiming. EOS got some upside though. I was never really a fan of EOS. I don't really know what it is or what it does, but this thing has just been sold into oblivion, and it even back to the 20 weekly is like a 50% gain. It's a 200 moving average is a 100% gain almost. Like, you got upside. Your indicators are finally rolling over. Your weekly just rolled over. On Market Cipher and on MACD, you got the green dot. Monthly honestly looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. Your 618 retrace is just too spicy for its own good. I'm not going to say anymore. LFG. What's up, Melovisky? Check out Dot. Possibly. What's up, G-Max Martin? Can I share the ETH chart? I have so many charts up now. I was like, sure, I'll grab it. It's right here. Ethereum hasn't moved. Our trade's still live. Hasn't moved since we looked at it last. Coinbase Pro randomly changed your daily deposit from 5 to 250. So they could look again in 1 month. I don't know, Raymond. That's odd. That's odd, man. Make sure you're not doing anything that they perceive as shady. Like that. I'm not saying you are. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you're doing there. But 99% of the times that I've heard people have problems with Coinbase, ends up they were doing something kind of shady. Whether they knew that or not, most of the time they did. Here's Dot. There's nothing on this Dot chart. Maybe that's not a good chart. Alright, it held. Looks like it held here. This was the best. Like, these were the best back-to-back. Who was here for these? Who was here for these Dot trades? Where we pinned $10 to like 28, and then 28 to 43 or something. Freaking sold the top. Long the bottom, sold the top, and then we didn't re-enter. I mean, Dot looks pretty. It looks good though. Just going back to that February high, you got resistance like $27. I think that's a decent bet. I think that's a decent bet. Decent. Market Cipher likes it. Market Cipher is pretty bullish on it.
What are you afraid of?
Back to the 200 at 30 bucks. Yeah, watch out at 30 bucks though. Old ways. To the old ways.
Well, here goes nothing.
Weekly close, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 90 minutes away. Good morning, AMZG. What's up, D Davs Flips? Go Ninjas. Go Ninja. What's up, Alex B? Lucas. Just plain crazy. Daniel Adler. Keglar. Oh. What about Monty Keys? Don't know what that is. What's up, Randy? Mr. Randy. Theo. Universe is aligning. I agree with you there. I agree with you there, my friend. I actually was saying something along those lines earlier about the universe. This is heckin' spooky. I agree. You know a rally is good when it's spooky. And it's spooky. It's spooky. G-Max is pumped to 48, back down to 46, sure. That makes sense. Gotta go smoke a little so you can think better? Right on, Heather Williams, right on. Why don't you roll me up one? What's up, Bitbud? What's up, bro? XRP, looking like it's about to jump. Everything looks like it's about to jump. If you want me to look at XRP, smash the like button and subscribe right now and I'll pull it up. Do it. There we go. Do it. Yeah. XRP looking a little spicy, broke its downtrend. I'm looking for $1. I'll get excited if $1 breaks. Looking to go back, test what looks like what weekly resistance at 87.7. Yeah. Doesn't look bad. Mirroring the rest of the market. You a like for ApeCoin. For ApeCoin. What's up, Mook T? What's up, Crown? What's your sentiment for total in Q2? Well, my friend, if we can close this weekly here, we can close this monthly above 46.2. I'm extremely bullish on Q2. If both of those things happen, extremely bullish. Extreme. What's up, Martin? Josh Sanders. Welcome. That was for XRP. XRP's not looking bad. It's following the market. It broke its descending trend here. I'm looking for $1. If it breaks $1, I'll get spicy on it. That's right. Not yet. Look, mana, please. Look, mana, please. What's up, Black Sap? New cipher. I don't know what that is. Let's moon. All right, duty coves. Riskist? Reixt? I don't know. 10 more likes, he says. You're a gentleman. What's up, Odd Mange? Took a long on ship. If you want to see ape, if you want to see the ape coin, subscribe and like right now and we'll pull up the ape chart. Took a long on ship at 2391. You got a higher low. Ooh, this is dangerous. I think you might be able to get a little more out of that. 2596, maybe 3500. If it's a long though, it's a leverage position, man. It's just a totally different world. Like, funding might eat you alive before you make it to there. Depends on the leverage, depends on the funding, etc. I didn't see anybody subscribe, so I guess we're not looking at ape. That's fine. I don't want to. It only has like a week of trading, so there's like nothing to look at. Vague. Wreckist. It's your, okay, fair enough. It's this gamer tag. Thank you, my friend. RT wants to see ADA. You want to see ADA? What's up, Anthony? Gulian. What do you want to see, Anthony? Hopefully it's ADA, because that's what I'm pulling up. Oh, my back just cracked. I hope you didn't hear that. Man, ADA was in the muck. I can't believe it traded below $1. Back above $1 now. Yesterday closed bullish engulfing. Weird, ADA is lagging behind the market a little. Weekly looks solid though. VWAP's taken off, momentum's rolling over on MACD and on Market Cipher. ADA is looking good. The rest, if this rally continues with the rest of the market, ADA certainly will be part of it. Certainly. Yeah, $1.52 if you're looking for a short term. Take profit target, $1.52, not a bad one. $1.80. Really though, if the rest of the market keeps going, if Bitcoin rips to a new all-time high, like ADA is just going to move back to like that $3 area eventually. Trading, especially trading with leverage right now, is just a terrible idea. Because you may have the trade right. You may be in the right direction. But by the time it takes for that trade to play out, you may have already been liquidated, gotten eaten by funding fees, etc. And you may be waiting. It's really kind of spicy right now. But it wouldn't be crazy to see this market just move up, trade sideways for like, I don't know what, we have 3 or 4 days left in the month. Trade sideways until the end of the month, and in the last few hours, blast off or something. By then you may already have been closed out. Just be careful. Be careful. Trade responsibly. Honestly, I just trade spot. Leverage. I'm so glad leverage didn't exist when I started trading. I probably wouldn't be here. I probably would have lost all my money because it's not very forgiving. I guess eCash. Is HOT already moving to our target? I want you to jump. Not yet. I want you to jump. Jump. What's up? Who else subscribed? By J Doss and Suede. Welcome, by J Doss and Suede. Man, I was not ready. Was not ready, but you're never ready for the spice. The spice doesn't let you get ready. My mic is crackling like crazy. I doubt it. Doubt it. Maybe when I hit the vape, I could see that. But I doubt it. Maybe it's got too much vape juice in it. Nice healthy amount. How's Solana? It's at like $104. Not bad. Thoughts on AMP? I don't really have any. Yeah, the mic always sounds good. That's why I know whenever anyone says it doesn't, I know they're just trolling. AMP, gotta hold 2.5 cents, man, and look for retracement, rally. Back to 3.7. Not a lot of thoughts. It's kind of weird that it hasn't moved. Market Cipher looks strong on it. MACD looks strong on it. If your coin doesn't look strong right now, you got a problem. Because the whole market looks strong. So if your coin doesn't look strong, boy, what are you investing in? Look at QNT. I actually had QNT open. Had it open earlier. It's got to break through this 152 to 175 area. You're still struggling with February's high. But you did hold $82 as support. If you break February's high, I think 230. You're looking at 230. Obviously could go higher. But you made support, you moved up, you made a little support, you moved up, you didn't make any support, you pulled back to support. Now you're looking to move. You just have to break through that local high here at like 150. I don't know. There's new people sent you a link. Rico, you can send it. Though, I don't know, I don't really want to send it while we're live, because then if people click it, then they leave the live. You can put it in Discord. A great reason to join Discord. There's a special link waiting for you.
I know there are a lot of new people since 2021. Just sent you a link for those people.
What's up, Heather B? You don't need to tip, Heather B. Don't worry. Maybe, actually, there might have been crackling of my beard hit the mic. I could see that. I could see that happening. We've got 550 watching. All of you better be subscribed. You better have already hit that like button. And it makes sense because we have 540 likes. Maybe you did. Make sure you have that bell enabled because there are going to be some spicy streams coming up. Some very spicy streams coming up. You're not going to want to miss them. John Price. Exactly. An hour and 12 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to make it the whole hour and 12 minutes. I don't know. That's a long time. We've already been live for a while. Keep going, Bitcoin. We're doing this inch up, higher low, higher high, kind of ascending wedge thing. Not the most beautiful pattern. Definitely a pattern that probability would dictate breaks to the downside more often than the upside. But so far, it's just cruising. If we see a low taken out, we may say, hey, maybe that's broken to the downside, but so far, so good. So far, mad spicy. Ooh. Mad spicy. Ooh. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, don't tip. Crypto Chiron. Just tipped. Nobody else tipped. I don't want to look at charts. I don't want to look at random charts, but I'll look at Telcoin for you, man, because that was like right as I said it. I don't want to look at random charts today, so nobody else tip. I mean, you can tip, but just it's at your own risk. Man, Telcoin below the 20 monthly, man, right at that was like the open of the coin at 1 cent. Really got to reclaim 1 cent. That's my opening thoughts. Our trade is technically still open. It was never stopped. Nice. Our trade is in the red here on Telcoin. Very much still in the red. But it is a 20-to-1 risk to reward, and so you don't really expect to win those. You have 5% chance. Man, you got a lot of resistance at one. You got so much resistance at 1 cent. You have the 100 and the 20 weekly moving averages there. It's a psychological number, but here's what I can tell you. You break that 1 cent mark, and this coin is likely to get very hot. Very hot. You're going to move to 1.5 cents very quickly. If you break 1.5, I mean, you're looking for like 4 back to 6 at the all-time high. just does it have what it takes to break 1 cent? I don't know. Selling momentum's waned off, buying momentum's replaced it. Market cipher looking pretty good. RSI looks pretty good. I don't know. Break 1 cent and we'll talk. Break 1 cent and things look great. Break 1 cent, I can even say this. If you break 1.5 cents, you retake the 50 weekly. I'm looking for a higher high. I'm looking for like 15 cents. That's a huge gain. I just don't know. I don't know if it has what it takes. Not financial advice, just my opinion. For educational purposes only. Do your own research. But thank you, Mr. Chiron. Or Miss Chiron, I don't know. Appreciate you. Nobody else tip. I don't want to look at random coins. Just want to vibe with Bitcoin up. Just want to vibe. You are George or all George. Okay. Yeah, caps locks definitely doesn't do anything, because if I'm not reading the chat, it doesn't matter how many caps you use. Does it? Why Songbird so low? I don't know. That's a 1 week chart. But I do look at the 2 week chart. Swish J. I guess you don't need to have T8 skills to be successful. Crypto YouTube. Alright, go ahead, start a channel, bro. I think most crypto YouTubers don't have any TA skills, so like, I don't know. Was that just supposed to be a cheap shot? Come at me harder. That's a boring troll, man. It's like not even inspired. You're bad at TA. You're bad at TA. There's 600 people watching you because you're so bad at it. Alright, anyway. How many dollar do you invest in crypto, Salmon? About Treefitty. TREEFIDDY, Treefitty. I like the slowness. We've been live for like 2 hours now. I'm kind of out of energy. I like the slowness of what's going on here. The big threat, as we discussed at the beginning of the episode, was reaching this point, because we hadn't gotten this high then, was reaching this point and getting rejected. Seeing into the weekly close, strong selling, high volume, violent red bars. Closing below 45.9, closing even worse, below 45.5. Rejecting from that 50 and 20 weekly moving average, and this slow grind up. It's not the most bullish pattern. In fact, probability says this probably breaks to the downside, this 5-minute pattern. But we haven't seen that harsh rejection. That is what we're watching for here. It really just seems like price is floating up, doesn't it? It's not really rejecting at all. There was a little bit of selling at each higher high, but virtually nothing of concern. Things are looking good. This is a goddamn Loch Ness monster. He said I just given him Treefitty the week before. You gave him Treefitty the week before? Now he knows we've got it. That's when I realized I wasn't no Girl Scout. That was a 3-story tall creature from the Protozoa era. A Loch Ness monster asking me for Treefitty. I love South Park. It's so good. Big Daddy BTC, what's up, E-Combs? But you don't care, you're unaware. That guy got timed out by 4 different mods. Boom, 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 boom. That's funny. Crack, crack, crack. An hour to go. I don't think I'm going to make it. Unless, like, right now, with 5 minutes left, Bitcoin runs up again, gives us a new high, baits me back into staying live for a little longer. I could see that happening. It does seem to be how it goes. Let's do the shills quick, guys. Make sure you're in Discord for after the live. We're going to do a juicy airdrop. You'll get some free sats just by being in there. Follow me on Twitter. Make sure you've liked, subscribed, and hit the bell to catch our spicy emergency streams coming up in the future. There's going to be many of them. I have a feeling you don't want to miss them. You don't. Holy crap, how long have I been live? I don't even know. At least I'm live this time. 2 hours plus? Yeah. That makes sense. Ugh. My darling dear. Yup. Do it. Just go up, Bitcoin. You know you're going to do into the hourly close just to keep me streaming. Trying to exhaust me. Just be zen. Yeah. You while you laughed at me. Good music, thank you. These are all hand-picked. How many glasses? How many of these glasses do I have? Like 3, something like that. Casa bonita, my crunchy taco kisses. My crunchy taco kisses. I'm Jennifer Lopez. We're getting the close. Just time is going so slow. So slow. Love you, Crypto Chiron. Thank you, my friend. You got it at 007. What is that? You got 007? Sold it at... Oh, you got it down here. Sold at 5. I mean, that's a huge win. That's like 100x. That's not bad. Well done. And that does tend to be how it goes for everybody when they start. You'll win. You'll make like some wins, and it'll trick you into thinking like you know what you're doing, and then it just takes it all away. Watching live at work is as spicy that it is. Oh, I know what I want to say, Mr. Sin. How you doing? I want to say, let's play some League. I don't know. Am I going to keep it live? I'm doing my best. This is going to be a whole nother hour. I don't know. I have a feeling we close above. I have a feeling we close above the 15 to 20. It's so close, though. Like... What is it? Like a 4% move down. That's not big. We had a 3% move up in 5 minutes. We could have a 4% move down. Weekly closes in 2 minutes, or 1 hour and 2 minutes. Look at me. I've been live too long. There we go. CME opened with a nice juicy gap. Juicy gap. There we go. 45.4. Nice juicy gap. All the way up to 46.55. As we saw earlier in the episode, CME does tend to gap to the upside before we make big runs. That don't come back and get filled. Historically, we've seen that. The gaps do fill most of the time, but the occasions they don't have been right before big run-ups. So, is that what we're seeing here? We don't know. Hopefully. Hopefully. 5 minute does look like we've broken out of our little ascending wedge that we would expect to break to the downside. Closed below it. Didn't really pop right back in. But still, no real rejection in this daily candle. Market cipher on the 5's finally looking weak. It was looking so strong, it kept driving us to new highs. Now it's not. 30 minute now just pinching. 45 to the hour. Does look like maybe it's losing a little momentum. But so far, so good. We got a new hourly, the last hourly in the week coming up in 36 seconds. And I'm getting tired of talking. I'm getting very tired of talking. Schwede, schwiggity schwede. That's right. My pleasure, Mr. Tony C. Bitcoin closes at 0 UTC. Universal. UTC. And does it like really? Like it just does because we all agreed it does. Mostly probably because nobody likes the way the US does time. That would be my guess. Get back in that wedge. Get back up in there. Get back up in there, get in the Discord, like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. I'm getting tired of talking. I should just turn the tunes up and sit here. Yep. I can't wait till the end daylight savings time. Screw daylight savings time. It's the stupidest crap ever. My thoughts on Coinbase asking people, Canadians, get your coins off Coinbase. That's what I would do. If that applies to me, I'm withdrawing. No, thank you. I don't like that over-the-shoulder supervision. Don't do anything illegal, but it certainly isn't illegal to withdraw your coins before something like that goes into action. It's not illegal. I'm not a lawyer, though. Not legal advice. But as far as I know, to my knowledge, nothing wrong. There's like nothing wrong about it. You joined a platform under conditions you agreed to. Those conditions changed. You're allowed to change your mind as well. But that's what I would do. I'd just be out. I'd be out, just see it, let it blow over, see what happens. Better safe than sorry. Remember, countries have seized gold. Bretton Woods. It was Bretton Woods went off the gold standard. World War I, World War II, U.S. seized gold. They could seize crypto on exchanges. Can't seize it from your wallet, but they could seize it from exchanges. It's a real possibility. Do I think it's gonna happen? No, not really. No, but it could. And because it could, I certainly will never be risking everything I have on an exchange. Not a chance. Not a chance, Brants. Not the chance. Alright. If you have no Bitcoin, you're crazy, man. Yeah, it's because the Canadian government's making them do it. It's not like Coinbase or BlockFi or anything. It's the Canadian government's making them do it. The same way if the US government makes them do it, they'll do it. Like, they will do it. And then I will withdraw. Shinobi. See. Tell. Amp ADA. Sheeb. XRP. Dot again. EOS. RFox reaching up for 7.3 cents. ZIL looking solid. That holding. DGB holding. Hot holding. Ethereum holding. Not a lot really has moved since we went live. It's all kind of froze. EGLD though, where's Josh? Somebody called Josh. Because during this live stream, that's right, during Wallist Live, our trade setup has gone. And we have a 36% live stream winner. That's right, from 145 to 189. EGLD trade closed. Let's give this a big, like a smiley face. $1, ka-ching. Bam. Cha-ching. We did it, Josh. I don't know if you're still here, brother. I'm going to add him in the Discord. Up and at him. Boom. Done. Live stream. Almost got stopped out. We came close. We did it. We pulled through. 54 minutes to go, and I'm getting tired, so make sure you've liked and subscribed, enabled notifications, and joined the Discord. Because I'm getting tired.
Buildings collapse. Only a few will survive.
That's a really good promise, Raymond. I promise to do that as well. What's up, Loki? How you doing, brother? Thoughts on ApeCoin? It seems like a cash grab to me. I'm not a big fan of like ERC20s and tokens and such. I'm a proof of work kind of guy. If there's no work, I don't think there's value. But that's my own opinion. You don't have to have that opinion. Ooh, I just got a message from a reporter.
The heat is scorching. Forests burned up. The sky colors red. Volcanoes erupt. The world as we know it will no longer be there. Water is gone. A new era has begun. Prepare yourself for the apocalypse. Prepare yourself for the apocalypse.
Ooh. Prepare yourself for the weekly close. That's right. Alright. I'm tired. I'm gonna leave the stream up, but I'm gonna get off the camera.